Hello, students. Today we are going to discuss a topic which is note down the topic. It is three phase, full wave, fully controlled bridge rectifier. So, read on the topic. It is three phase, full wave, fully controlled bridge rectifier. So, now let us discuss the circuit diagram. We are discussing it with RL load. So, there are six numbers of thyristors. These are all thyristors, right? These are all thyristors, and we are connecting a three phase AC source. So this is red phase, this is yellow phase, and this one is a blue phase. These are the different points A, B, and C. And this is supply voltage, which is three phase type, because you can see three wires are coming out of it. And this is our load, which is RL load. Here the voltage drop is your V naught, and here the current which is flowing is your I naught. Right. Now next is about the naming of thyristors. Naming of thyristors. Now there are six thyristors. So the top group of thyristors will be named as odd numbers. So 1, 3, 5. So T1, T3, T5. 1, 3, 5. And the lower group, for the lower group you will have to add plus 3. So it will be 4, 6, and lastly it will be 2. 2 is the left one. It cannot be 8. So that is why it will be T4, T6, and T2. So once again I am repeating, upper group will be the odd numbers from 1 to 6. So 1, 3, 5. So you can see over here top groups are T1, T3, and T5. And the lower, in order to get the lower group, we'll have to add plus 3 in it. So T4, T6, and last one is the remaining one, T2. Right? Okay. So this is a circuit diagram. Each thyristor is conducting for 60 degrees. Each thyristor will be conducting for 60 degrees. Why 60 degrees? 360 by 6 numbers of thyristor. So each thyristor is conducting for 60 degrees. Yeah. Okay, now we will be discussing about the waveforms. So it is VSP. Means supply voltage phase. So first of all, before going to draw this, we should understand the phasor diagram. If we are taking red phase as reference, okay. So with respect to this, yellow phase will be lagging by means of 120 degree. This is yellow phase. So if you are taking red phase as reference, yellow phase will be lagging by means of 120 degree. And what about your blue phase? Blue phase will be leading with respect to red phase by 120 degree. So this is leading and this is lagging. Lagging means minus, leading means plus. Okay, so with respect to this phasor diagram only, we will be drawing the waveforms. So I'll be rubbing it out. So first of all, red phase. Red phase is our reference. This is our red phase. Now blue phase will be lagging by means of 120 degree. Sorry, yellow phase. So after a gap of 120 degree, it is 90 degree. See, this total is your 180. 180 half is 90. So it will be starting from here only, like this, and then you will have to extend. So this is yellow phase. So let me write down here. It is VB and this is VA. Red phase we are showing as phase A, and yellow phase we are showing it as phase B, and lastly we are left with the blue phase. So blue phase is leading by means of 120 degrees. So if you just give an extension of red phase, if you just extend in the negative side, so this is 90 degree, 90 degree plus 30 degree. So blue phase will be starting from somewhere here like this. So after completing this, you can rub this part also like this. So this way we have got blue phase. Okay, so this is your VC, right? So always keep one thing in mind while you are drawing the phasor diagram. This from this gap shows um, 30 degree, means pi by 6. This gap shows 30 degree or pi by 6. So whenever you are start taking firing, always you have to start taking from pi by 6. Reason is that after this only, after this angle only, your phase A is becoming at higher potential than phase B and phase C, which you can see over here now. See, this is at higher potential than phase B as well as phase C, right? So this is the reason because before that it is at lower potential than your phase C. So you'll always have to start taking after this interval only. Always keep this thing in your mind. So let us assume alpha in this case is your 60 degree. So alpha means firing angle. So what will be our omega t in this case? Pi by 6 plus pi by 6 means 30 degree plus 90 degrees. So actually we, instead of straight away taking from 60 degree, will have to add it up with 30 degree because of that region. Okay, so 30 plus 60, it is coming 90 degrees. So first firing will be taking place at for T1 at 90 degree instead of 60 degrees. So it will be taking place at 90 degree because of this addition. Okay, this is your alpha actually. Okay, so let us start taking first firing. So first firing is taking place here for T1. So I am drawing the lines like this. After this, after another 60 degree, another firing is taking place for T2, like this. So T2, then T3. Here T3 is taking place. Here T4 has started conducting. Here T5. Here T6. And again we have to extend it. So this side also you can give an extension. Before T1 it is T6, and before T6 it is T5. Okay, so this way one cycle is completed. So give an extension like this. Okay, so this shows V0 line. V0 line. V0 line means output voltage, line value of output voltage. So if you're taking out line voltage for this duration, say red phase is at higher potential than C phase. So here the shape will be coming like this. Okay, and we will be naming it as V A B. We'll be naming it as VAB. After that, so this is VAB. Next, this will be your A minus C. So VAC. This will be VB minus C. VBC. This will be VB minus A. B minus A. Okay. So VBA. This will be C minus A. So CA. This will be your C minus B. So CB. Now before AB it will be CB. It is continuation of the same thing. Before CB it is CA. So CA. So this is what our V0 line will look like. Okay, now here we'll be only interested for VAB curve. So look at the VAB curve here only. Okay, look at the VAB curve only, and we will be finding out the V0 line average value. But before that, some equations are required. So let us discuss the equation part. VAN. These are all phase voltages. So give a heading phase voltages. These are all phase voltages. VAN is equal to Vm sine omega t. Let it be equation 1. VBN means phase B with respect to neutral, phase A with respect to neutral. So it is Vm sine omega t. So in this case, we'll be writing if you are taking phase A as red phase is your phase A. So if you are taking phase A as reference, then phase B will be lagging by means of 120 degrees. So 2 pi by 3. And phase C will be leading. 2 pi by 3 is 120 degree. Fine. So it will be omega t plus 2 pi by 3. So these are the three equations. These are all phase voltages. Now next we'll be finding out the line voltages. So next write on line voltages like VAB. VAB is equal to VAN minus VBN. Line voltage VAB means it is a voltage difference between phase A and phase B. So that is why VAN minus VBN. Now VAN is equation 1 and VBN is equation 2. So on solving this, uh, actually you'll be getting sine omega t minus sine omega t minus 2 pi by 3. So sin A minus sin B formula. So when you are putting sin A minus sin B formula and when you are solving it out, you will be getting finally root 3 Vm sin omega t plus pi by 6 on solving. Let it be equation 4. Right? So now let us find out V0 line average. average value. So we will have to draw. So here we have only taken VAB. This is your V0 line. Okay. From there we have only chosen VAB because we want to have a generalized formula for this. Okay. So let us find out the limits of this. This will be your pi plus 6, that smaller angle, because after that your phase A is becoming higher in potential than phase B and C. So that is your pi by 6, pi by 6 plus 30 degree. 30 degree is your alpha. So I want to get a generalized formula for this. So that is why I'm writing in terms of alpha. Instead of writing pi by 6 plus 30, I'm writing pi by 6 plus alpha, so that I can get a generalized formula for this. Now this one is your 90 means pi by 2 plus alpha. This alpha is for next firing of T2. So this up to this is your pi by 2. This is your pi by 2. So pi by 2 plus pi by 2 plus alpha. This alpha shows the firing for the next thyristor T2. But the alpha is remaining the same for all the thyristors. So that is why it is kept as alpha. So the limits are, what are the limits? Limits are pi plus alpha to pi by 2 plus alpha. So these are the limits. This is the lower limit and this is the upper limit. Okay, now let us find out the equation for average value of V0 line. So V0 line average. So what is the basic formula? 1 by T, 0 to T, V0 line with respect to omega T. Now, what is the time period? Time period is 60. Why 60? Because in the very beginning, I've told that there are six numbers of thyristors. So 360 by 6, so 60 degree. Each thyristor will be conducting for 60 degrees. So time period for each thyristor will be equal to 60 degree. So 60 degree means your pi by 3. So I'm just making a correction in this case. Time period is pi by 3. You can note it down. So pi by 3 and pi by 3. Now I'm just making changes in this. Instead of writing pi by 3, I'm just putting the limit pi by 6 plus alpha to pi by 2 plus alpha. Just now we saw the limits. So pi by 6 plus alpha to pi by 2 plus alpha. And here we are going to write down VAB. Now next, in place of VAB, we'll be putting equation number 4. So put equation number 4 in place of VAB and then solve it out, put the limit, integrate, put the limits, and finally it is coming. Finally the answer is coming like this. So this is the formula for V0 line average. Average value of V0, average value of line voltage of output voltage.